Welcome back to Insibles, everyone. So again, going over my daily plan on exactly how I plan on playing into this spike and getting a slight pullback after, again, our gap up that we had from CPI, getting a slight cool down. Again, we mentioned that we had that decrease in buy pressure here and looking to see if we would continue on with that decrease in buy pressure. And we did continue on with that decrease in buy pressure. Now looking to see if we do test our 20-day moving average as we are curling up to possibly continue on higher on that anticipation on, again, Powell possibly pivoting after that decrease in CPI. So I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for here. Now, before I jump into this, you guys can do me a huge favor, smash that like button if you find this video useful at all. Hit subscribe if you want to see my daily plan on exactly how I plan on playing into the market every single day. We go over candle structure, overall strength levels, and any key indicators that we need to be focused on. And again, if you are a day trader or you are looking for very volatile breakouts that we mention every single day in the Instables, and again, we mention any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the SPY, as you guys can see, again, we have been tracking our channel. As you guys can see, getting multiple rejections on the upper end of our channel, looking to see if we will get a rejection on the upper end of our channel or if we will possibly continue on lower. As you guys can see, coming down lower after a rally from CPI, now testing our 20-day moving average here, looking to see if we will get a bullish candle setup to possibly continue on higher. Again, this would be that cleaner breakout. Again, we do want that retest after CPI to show us that we are getting a healthy pullback to continue on higher. So essentially, if we do continue on higher here, we do get a bullish candle set up on the upper end of our channel, that would be a healthy move after CPI, showing us that we are very much anticipating that possible decrease in rates that Jerome Powell, again, may or may not do, depending on if he does listen to CPI. Again, we do have another CPI coming out just before our next Fed rate hike. So again, keeping that in mind that we are anticipating our next CPI that could turn the table on exactly what we are anticipating. But again, Powell will speak on those rates, again, I think the day right after CPI. So again, we will keep that in mind as we are looking at our momentum. And as far as our overall strength, as you guys can see, again, we did have our white shaded line coming in yesterday, being careful, again, playing to the upside just in case we did get a second white shaded line coming in today. We did have that gap down again this morning, having a nice bounce at 390 today. Again, a very nice bounce at 390 that we did have from, again, rejecting to the upside that we did continue on lower from. So again, we did have a bounce intraday here at 390. That was a very strong point that we did have a gap up from. Again, that was that gap down that we had from our prior gap up that we mentioned intraday yesterday that we could continue on lower from. So again, if you guys did catch that, a nice play this morning, but again, that wasn't pre-market, and then a nice bounce intraday from 390. So again, intraday, I would be looking for that bullish candle setup, or if we do start to break down below our 20, if we do get a possible bearish candle setup from there, again, decreasing in buy pressure, looking to see if we will continue on with that decrease in buy pressure, or if we will continue on with an increase in buy pressure, looking for, again, those solid green bars to continue on above our prior buy pressure points to show us that we are increasing with strength. So again, watching for that increase in buy pressure. And as far as room to run to the upside, we are still pointing down here on our RSI. Again, yesterday we mentioned that we had lower highs here. So again, showing us that we did have weakness, and very much showing us that on the MACD here with our white shaded line as well. Again, getting that pullback here now on the RSI, looking to see if we will break into higher highs here to show us that we are increasing in strength. And then that would be our anticipation for jumping into overbought territory here. So again, looking for that continuation on higher here on RSI is going to show us that increase in the strength as well. And as you guys can see, again, our EMA lines are above the median of our MACD here. So again, a nice rally that we had. Now looking to see if our EMA lines will curl down here, if they will start to curl down and start to cross. The last thing we want to see is our EMA lines crossing down and dropping below the median of our MACD. That could be a major sell-off. That could be new lows in the market. However, at this point in time, we are just watching our 20, looking for that possible bullish candle setup. Again, if we drop below our 20, then we will be looking for that bearish candle setup below our 20 if our 20-day starts to curl down here. So those are the two scenarios that we're looking for. Now jumping over to the dollar here, again, we have been looking for that weakness in the dollar to continue on higher in the market. Again, if we have a bounce here on the dollar, then we could have a possible continuation on that pullback on the SPY. So again, if we do have a bounce, possibly retest our 20, have a major spike and a major bounce, we could have a pullback and a continuation on that pullback in the market. However, if the dollar does flag out here and does continue on lower on a flag here, then we could possibly have that continuation on higher in the SPY, and that would be possibly respecting the 20 on the SPY. So again, keeping that in mind that the dollar is very much looking to see if this bear flag will continue on lower, or if we will have a bounce here, possibly retest our 20, even possibly jump back over our 20, possibly continue on higher at the very worst. Again, not exactly expecting that after such a pullback. However, if that were to happen, then we definitely got to be careful in the SPY if we start to get any bullish momentum here on the dollar for any given reason. So to recap here on the SPY, again, just being cautious as we have our decrease in buy pressure here, again, sitting on possible bearish divergence. If we do continue on with that strength to the downside, we do not want our EMA lines to cross down lower here, or we can continue on lower here below our 20. So again, just being cautious. If we do get a possible bullish candle setup, possibly get an engulfing candle here, fully breaking above our prior day's strength here, and we could possibly continue on higher. And then in my opinion, possibly looking for that bullish candle setup on the upper end of our channel if we're going to continue on higher. But again, keeping in mind, again, we have been rejecting the upper end of our channel, so we will look for that bullish candle setup if we do continue on the upper end of our channel here. Now, again, with that said, if you are a day trader or you are looking for very volatile breakouts, we mentioned any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day, any news that is worth looking at throughout the day you guys happen to be watching. For example, today, Fed Bullard mentioned some very bullish comments that we mentioned in the Instabills room, a very nice spike in the middle of the day that we did have on the SPY. If you guys are looking for very key news or major breakouts that we mention every single day in the Instabills room, go to instabills.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And again, all of you Instabills that come over and support the channel every single day, I appreciate you guys every day. I appreciate you guys very much. We're going to continue to take what the market gives us as we have been in the Instabills room. Very choppy day today as we are on a pullback, but we'll see exactly what candle we have going into tomorrow, what kind of structure we get here on our candles, since we are on a pullback here, looking for that possible healthy pullback or that continuation on lower here. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.